Alrighty, welcome back and good evening. It's Stage 729. Today on the show, we have up-and-coming artist, Frizz the Kid, followed by Janice Parker on our Money Talk segment, who is a consumer credit educator. And we also have Alexandria Lampright, an investment consultant, and a special appearance from gospel artist Cleo Daly.
Hello everyone out in television land. Welcome back again to Stage 729. I'm your host, Michelle Sanders. First of all, we want to thank everyone for all the good reviews we received about the show. We're going to make it much better in the future for 2016, so you guys get ready to take a ride. Now, first of all, we have a lot of talent coming up on this show, so we want y'all to sit back, enjoy, and look for our first guest, Frizz the Kid. Hello everyone, and now we're going to have an interview with Frizz the Kid. Some of you guys probably know him. He's a local rap artist here in Peoria, Illinois. So first of all, let's put him on the spot with a couple of questions, because I know you ladies want to know. Okay, but first, we ain't going to go there yet. Hey Frizz, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. I'm glad to meet you.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you're on stage. First of all, you want to tell us who influenced you the most?
As far as doing music,
Yes.
I would have to say it started as family first.
Okay.
You know, growing up, we kind of had to, we listened to a lot of music outside of our house, but we wasn't supposed to sing or rap it, so we just took on to it, and then our family kind of made us jump into the choir. So
I was gonna say, gospel gotta be in there somewhere where the roots are. Okay.
That was automatic. That's what happened. So basically, the family influenced us to just pursue singing or rapping.
Okay. So you had that support. That's what I like. You had that support. Well, first of all, what do you think the listeners actually get out of listening to your music? Hope. Explain.
Living in Peoria is like you don't really see too many people kind of do it big. When I say do it big, means like somebody that they can look at and just be like, oh my God, he's a role model. Mm-hmm. He motivates me. So what I do is kind of give people a sense of hope. Like you can still live here and still go after your dream and do it in a positive way and have positive feedback.
Now, are you on an independent label, or are you looking to get on a major label? Explain what you're trying to do. Where are you going?
Right now, we're on the independent label, which is Hood to Good, Extra G. Y'all know who that is. And we gonna stick it out independently.
Okay.
We don't need a boost. We just need people's ears.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. Well. Okay, you kind of told us what made you get into the business, but growing up, who were your favorite artists? Now, in your time, who's your favorite artist?
I liked Tupac.
Okay.
He was so loud and outspoken. He meant everything to hip hop to me. So I liked him a lot. I liked it Eminem. Because he didn't hold no punches. Nobody could stop him from what he wanted to say. And it was just more like, good job.
Now, those are great artists, and we all appreciate their work. Explain the video that you have out there, Pray for My City, right? Am I saying it correctly?
Yes, ma'am, Pray for My City. At the time, we was going through, Peoria been going through situations where a lot of unsolved murders are happening, especially with this year that just came up. And me and a fellow homie, his name is Tiny T, we decided to do a track together, which was really all about making people understand our community right now, and we need help. Somebody needs to stand up and say it, like as far as like stop the violence, or it's just
so it's your voice through your music.
Right.
It's a voice through your music.
Right. I have a following. Tiny has a following. It was just more like let's let them know like every song doesn't have to be rah rah ha ha.
Now, you said you have a following. Where can everyone view your music now? Where can we get to listen to you? I did get on there and listen to a couple of your songs. I want you to know I did listen. I did listen, and I subscribed.
I appreciate it. You can check me out on Reverb Nation. Anything you check me out on as far as like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat. Follow me at Frizz the Kid, FRIZDAKID.
We definitely want to follow and support our local artists in Peoria, and that's one of the reasons that we have artists on the show, is to show that support.
That's right.
We're gonna put you on the spot real quick and see if this is our flash round. So get ready to see
how long is the round?
Oh, it's real quick. It's real quick. Single or dating?
Dated.
Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite food?
Chicken.
Favorite car?
I don't have one, so.
Okay, that's fine. And a favorite place to travel?
Outside of Peoria.
Oh, anywhere, anywhere and everywhere. Y'all heard that. Y'all heard that.
Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you in the name of Jesus. First of all, asking you for forgiveness of my sins and forgiveness of my city sins. See, Lord, I know your will is thy way, but Lord, I'm asking, can you heal the families that have lost their babies to street violence and any nonsense that has occurred? Father God, I pray you wrap your loving arms around the youth and teach them that the streets and gangs are not the way, but that you, Father God, is the true and only way. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
So much hate and crime in this place of mine. God send me a sign, cause they taking mine. I need a place to find just a peace of mind. Hope it ain't a waste of time. When I
pray for my city, somebody pray for my city. Can you just pray for my city if you can relate to my city? So much hate in my city. We didn't cry so many tears, created a lake in my city, my city. It's hard to be great in my city. So many snakes in my city. So much hate in my city. Got children's having babies being made in my city. God gave us life, but that's what people take in my city. Lot of mistakes in my city. I'm so afraid for my city. Wanna leave this hellhole, but can't escape from my city. Men won't get jobs, so now they selling weight in my city. Making youngins take a case in my city. That's how they play in my city. I hope it ain't too late for my city. And if it ain't, can you pray for my city? Everybody wanna eat, but with no plate in my city. And the ones eating don't even say grace in my city. So much disgrace in my city. Can't tell what's real or fake in my city. Mayor can't fix what they break in my city. Crooked cops are called the Jakes in my city. Discriminate in my city. The innocent incarcerated in my city. Somebody pray for my city.
So much hate and crime in this place of mine. God send me a sign, cause they taking mine. I need a place to find just a peace of mind. Hope it ain't a waste of time. When I
pray for my city, somebody pray for my city. Can you just pray for my city if you can relate to my city?
Let's come together.
So much hate in my city. We didn't cry so many tears, created a lake in my city, my
we
city.
Need more than a prayer. How about a moment of silence? Cause all I hear is sirens. The news broadcasting violence. Can't function as a community. We so damn divided, but we should form an alliance for a Mike Brown riot. The police the biggest criminals, creating these conspiracies, converting all the prisons to overcrowded facilities. Then they closing all the schools. Teachers have nowhere to teach. And the preachers in the church ain't practicing what they preach. They got our youth losing hope, dreams seem impossible to reach. And our kids ain't feeling loved at home, they search for it in the streets. Now all the shorties joining gangs, big homies giving them work. They want the Facebook fame, young girls learning how to twerk. Now we got kids killing kids, and our babies having babies. We play a role in killing our future, I witness it daily. So until some things change and God come and make a way for us, I'll make peace for the pride of Peoria, and I'll pray for us.
So much hate and crime in this place of mine. God send me a sign, cause they taking mine. I need a place to find just a peace of mind. Hope it ain't a waste of time. When I
pray for my city, somebody pray for my city. Can you just pray for my city if you can relate to my city? So much hate in my city. We didn't cry so many tears, created a lake in my city, my city.
So much hate and crime in this place of mine. God sent me a sign, cause they taking mine. I need a place to find just a peace of mind. Hope it ain't a waste of time. When I
pray for my city, somebody pray for my city. Can you just pray for my city if you can relate to my city? So much hate in my city. We didn't cry so many tears, created a lake in my city, my city.
Still to come, money investment consultant Alex Lampright. But now, here's our Money Talk segment with Michelle and our special guest, Janice Parker.
Welcome, Janice, to the stage.
Hey,
How are
thank you
you?
for having me. I'm good. I'm good.
No, we all need this. That's why I wanted you to come on, because you know, with 2016 right around the corner, everyone needs to know what to do with their money.
Sure.
One is because we file our taxes, and then we're coming out of a year that we might have had a lot of debt. So the first thing we want to know, what should we be doing to make changes to 2016? What kind of financial changes should we be doing?
Sure. Well, everyone's situation is obviously different, but going into 2016, I think you should be looking at your budget. So looking at your financial situation as it relates to your household and making necessary changes, either doing that by seeking a credit counselor or your financial advisor, and just preparing for those unforeseen circumstances that always come up in life.
Oh, I know. Now, you mentioned budget. What if you have limited funds, or you live paycheck to paycheck, or even if you have a decent paying job? How do you still keep that budget and maintain it without falling off? And you know we all fall off. But how should one go about keeping that budget up and going?
Sure. A budget is a tricky thing, so everyone kind of gets scared when they hear the word budget because it sounds like it's real high tech and it's a lot required. But regardless to how much your income is, everyone should be budgeting. That's whether you want to budget on the back of a napkin, you know, on your computer, on some fancy program, but everyone needs a budget. A budget is that blueprint for your financial household. So if you receive $5 a month or $5,000 a month, you need to know what direction that $5 or $5,000 is going. And the way to do that is to establish a budget.
Now, I know going back from my finance days, they always said so much should go to your housing, so much go towards your utilities and your installment loans. How much should we actually be in debt? How much debt should we be carrying, and how much should actually be going into our household and to our savings?
Well, you asked a lot. So generally, the rule of thumb is that you don't want to spend more than 30% of your income on your household. And that means your rent, your utilities, everything associated with the house. You should be putting at least 10% back for savings. And you should be doing that consistently. That is why that budget is so important, because when it comes that time where you can't contribute that 10%, you need to readjust, realign, and still make that contribution towards your savings, because life happens, and you will need that savings at some point.
Oh yeah, it happened to me, as you and I discussed a while back with
Sure.
my car incident. So
Sure.
I mean, and things do happen like that. So that's a good point to always have. You want to kind of tell us how did you get into educating and speaking about finances, and also I want to dip into the home ownership, because I'm sure a lot of people going into 2016 might want to also look into that.
Sure. I've been in the financial industry for about 15 years. I started out as a manager of a nonprofit credit counseling agency. Eventually moved my way to becoming the executive director. And then in 2011, our local credit counseling agency merged with the national credit counseling agency. So my current title, in addition to being a certified consumer credit educator, I also am the Illinois relationships manager. So that entails a whole lot: some grant writing, some relationship building, outreach, lots of different things. But it's an industry that I enjoy. It's very gratifying. There's not a day that goes by that I don't feel like I didn't help someone. A lot of the audiences that, I love teaching everyone, but I have a heart for the underserved. So individuals who are incarcerated, so I go to both state and federal correction prisons. I go to the transitional shelters, the homeless shelters, and the domestic violence centers. That's my passion right there, is to help people who are underserved to have that light come on, to say there is hope as it relates to my finances.
Alrighty, thank you for watching, viewers. We had some very helpful information from Janice Parker, consumer credit educator. And now to tackle on a little bit more information for our finances, here's Michelle with our special guest, Alex Lampright.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about something that's very important and dear to me, is investing your money. I believe that part of your wealth in your finances is learning how to invest and knowing what to invest in. So we have an expert here, and I know her very well. Alex is a good friend of mine, and I want her to kind of explain to us what we can do looking forward in 2016. Because I see too many cars out here, tax cars, and too many people not investing throughout the year. And I want to make sure we're getting the right information on what we can do. So Alex, welcome to the stage. How
Good to
are
see
you?
you.
Good to
I'm
see
great.
you.
Thank you for having me on.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Well, first of all, tell everybody who you work for and what you do. And we want to start with that.
Who am I?
Yes, who are you?
My name's Alex Lampright, and I work for a company called Thrivent Financial. And Thrivent Financial takes a really big twist on how to network our finances and make sure that we're making our money grow and living generously. And so we tie faith and finances together. And it's a really different way to do things, but I really enjoy it. We do a lot of work in the community, and it's huge, and it's very gratifying.
Well, you mentioned one thing. I love it because it's faith-based.
Yes.
A lot of faith-based organizations are getting into, I know our church does it, what to do with your money and everything. So this one is grounded by a faith-based organization, or as one, right?
Yes, we're an organization of Christians.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
So we teach people how to live generously and use their money wisely, and ultimately they thrive because of it. And so Thrivent is a great name for our organization, and
it fits.
It does.
It fits.
It does.
Okay, now tell us, what are some of the things, we don't have very much money. So what can we do to invest to start watching our money grow? What are some of the things that we should be doing?
Well, financing is a process, and I always try to make sure my clients know about that. It's a process that we're going to go through. The first time they come in to see me, I typically say, this is kind of an interview process for you to get to know me. It's a relationship business as well. And so we want our clients not only to know us and to know about our company, but we need to know what their goals and objectives are as well in investing. And so our number one thing is there's a cardinal rule that we always go by. And when you're investing, we need to know your risk tolerance. And a lot of people say, well, what is your risk tolerance? What does that even mean? Well, are you an aggressive investor? Are you conservative? Are you somewhere in the middle? Do you even know? And we have ways to find that out to make sure that we're in the safety of the client as well. We can have recommendations, but ultimately it's what our clients need and want.
Right.
So in 2016, what are some things that we can do? Well, number one is we want to get rid of that debt. We just talked about that.
Yes.
It's really big and it's huge, and we need to learn how to do that correctly. Unfortunately, we are a generation of living on credit cards, and it's expected and it's known that people are going to have credit cards. So first thing is to get rid of that high interest debt. Also, to make sure that you have about 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses at your disposal. We know that emergencies are going to happen.
Right.
It's a matter of when they're going to happen. And so we want to make sure that we have that as well. Once we've done that, I always recommend for people to put about 10 to 15% away for retirement. And to get that safety net, if we don't have a goal of when we're going to get to retirement, then we're never going to make it there. So if we don't have a plan, we won't work that. So mutual funds are a really great way to, a great road to walk down per se,
and very
save.
safe.
Yeah,
Yes.
and those types of investments are kind of a stick it and forget it type of thing. It's not something you're looking at every day watching what the stock market does, because we all know the stock market does one of three things. It goes up, it goes down, or it stays the same.
Right.
I don't know when it's going to do that. I wish I had a crystal ball to tell you, but
Yes.
I don't.
Last week was scary. 300 points down.
Yes, yes, absolutely. We're going to go through peaks and valleys of that. But it's kind of a stick it and forget it type of investment, to where you know it's going to be long term. You're looking at it in that direction, that you're not checking it every day, and you're kind of going for the ride at that point in time. But like I said, the stock market does one of three things, and it goes up, down, stays the same. We just don't know exactly when that's going to be.
I know, it's scary.
It is
It's very
scary. It is scary. But if you're with the right person, you've got a good relationship with your financial advisor, you can make sure that things are going the right direction, and that you have that constant communication to make sure that your goals are and your risk tolerance is where it's supposed to be.
Well, I'm risk adverse. I know, and I've been that way forever. I used to work back with Dean Witter a long time ago, so I did dabble a lot in it. But like currently, I'm in emerging markets. That's something that I like looking at, looking into, and it's done well for me. But for someone with... All right, welcome back to the stage. And we have up with us now Cleo Daly. Oh, welcome to the stage. How are you, love? How are you?
I'm well. Thanks for asking.
Okay, now I'm going to get right in there.
Okay.
We go back. We go way back, so everybody's okay with that. Last year, you did an awesome project out at Northwoods Mall. You did a mob flash for music.
Yes.
Okay, explain why you did that.
Well, I have always believed that like one pebble can change the whole ocean. So it's not so much about the big things that you do, but it's about the small things. And because I'm so sick of Christmas and the holidays always being so commercial, so I had a crazy idea that I ran by a few of my friends and said, you know what, we should just carol in the mall. So we knew that either A, it was going to be amazing, or B, I was going to go to jail. So I knew at that time that anything that's bigger than you means you need to do it. And so we went out in faith, and it changed lives.
Well, that's how I got you here, because someone had reposted it, and I saw it on Facebook, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't know he did that. Well, then I saw again, you did it again just recently.
I did.
Okay, so how was the response for doing that?
The response was amazing. One of probably the biggest parts of that was that I was actually able to include my family. My father came with me this year.
No!
Yes, he's a character. And so we were actually able to, through that relationship, see other families come together at the mall and have reunions while we're singing. It was really like a Miracle on 31st Street type of moment, to where we would see people who haven't seen each other in years. And I just believe that when you just step out like that, you can be amazed at the things that you'll be able to see.
I love it. I know we go back, because your family and I go back way back from the 3rd Street. Woohoo!
Yes.
But yeah, I'm plugging it. But tell me, who influenced you? Because I know you have some talent in the family. So now, who influenced you?
Oh gosh, well, my father is probably one of the most incredible singers ever. And my mother is also a wonderful singer. But some of my personal influences have been people like Kim Burrell, Daryl Coley. So I run the gamut. I like anything from like Coldplay all the way out to Mahalia
Oh, you
Jackson.
with me? Oh, go ahead.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I know. We there. Also, in your music, what do you want people to get out of when they hear you sing? Because I've heard you sing. You know, I'm like a follower, like a groupie.
Oh,
I heard you sing in different music festivals and for church. And I mean, what do you want people to feel when they're listening to you sing?
Well, it's just what you just said. I think that a gift is not something you can brag on because it's not yours. I believe that God gave me this. And so the same thing that you felt is what I want people to innately feel. I want people to feel something. I think anything that is an art should evoke some type of emotion. And of course, for me, because I am a Christian, I want to make sure that whatever I sing brings you that step closer to God.
Oh, praise God. Now look, I'm going to really put you on the spot now. You got to belt out some tunes. Acapella.
Okay.
Okay, belt us out something. Give us something.
Okay, I will do. Because it is the holiday season, should we do some holidays?
Go ahead.
Okay, and so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
I just got serenaded on TV.
You did.
Oh, what a, yes. Well, we're going to play a clip of your latest project out at the mall. So we're going to show that clip at the end of the show. So we want people to kind of get a feel for what you did. Yes. I think it's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm glad you stopped by. You are one of Peoria's local gospel artists around here that are very well known. So we appreciate you stopping by the stage.
Thank you. I'm so humble for the opportunity. Thank you.
Well, everybody, you got to hear it up front. You heard Cleo Daly. We appreciate him stopping by. And we appreciate all our guests stopping by today on Stage 729. Keep following us. Look for us on Instagram. Look for us on Facebook, wherever you can find Stage 729, and support us. And continue to tell your friends and your family to watch us on public access television, Comcast Channel 22. Look forward to seeing you.